tripping. I have never met anyone more clumsy. You walk into a room and turn every head when you crash to the floor, and I'm like, that's my girl. That is my girl with a bust.
Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm currently in the car, and this is like the only time I have to film, and I'm just waiting for my friend, so I thought I might as well do this video now. And what I'm going to talk about are my March beauty favorites and fails, so stuff I didn't like and stuff I found myself using a lot. And I don't have the products with me currently, so I want to start with the stuff that I really liked this month, and I have a couple Jeffree Star products to talk about, and I love his line. I love his liquid lipsticks. I specifically really love the one that I'm wearing right now in Blow Pony, which I've been wearing for a little bit, so it might not look as fresh and nice as it does when you first put it on, but really nice formula. And I only realized how nice the formula was after I tried the NYX cream. It's like a cream formula. What's it called? The NYX like cream lipstick, and I got one in a monthly subscription, I think Ipsy, and I just don't like the formula, and that's actually one of the ones that I was going to talk about in the fail section, but so I'll get to that. But I didn't realize how nice the formula of the Jeffree liquid lips were until I like tried one that I didn't like, and they're so like weightless, like doesn't feel like anything's like on your lips, like doesn't feel like you're wearing anything, like not heavy, like you can eat, drink with it. Like the only thing that takes it off is grease, like greasy things, or like if you try really hard to wipe it off, but for the most part it really stays as soon as it's dry, and it's cool. You can like mix them. Like I have 2 different shades of purple, so a lot of the times I'll do like the purple on the outside and the light purple on the inside, and maybe if I can find a picture of me wearing it, I'll put that in. But so I just have been really loving them, especially this color for spring, and I feel like I never knew like what color could do for my look. Like the first one I bought was a nude one, and I love it. Like same formula, like great, like really like mutes the color of my lips, but I never realized how cool a color could look. So like I've been like experimenting with like the purples, which is my favorite color, so they're my favorite ones to wear, and my sister has a green one, a dark green one, and I really like that one too. And it just changes everything. It's so cool. I wore the green one with like this velvet green shirt, and I got a lot of compliments on it. It made me feel like so nice, which is really nice when something can make you feel like that, because that's the reason, you know, like we're doing makeup for artistic expression, like self-expression, stuff like that. So it's really cool when it's recognized and you know, not respected, but like recognize your hard work, like praised, or like just like they resonate, you know what I'm saying? And also in that same line, I did get a lip scrub, a Velour liquid lip scrub, and I got mine in root beer, and I really like that. I love that it's edible. It's really easy to like use, because you just like rub it on, lick it off and stuff. The root beer one, I think next time I want to go with like a fruitier one, because I'm wondering how the smell is of those, because the root beer one smells good, but it does smell a little artificial if you smell it for too long. But you don't really usually smell it, like inhale it for too long. So, but it's really nice. Love the feel that it leaves on your lips. Like you can tell it's getting off the dead skin and stuff like that, which helps with the lines of the liquid lipstick. So yeah. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is a concealer that I got in a monthly subscription, which is Bye Bye Undereye by ItCosmetics, and this is the best under eye concealer that I've ever used. And I've tried quite a few, but it's brightening. It has really, really thick coverage. It's so nice, and you really only need the littlest amount. I only use like a little dollop for both my eyes. And the one thing is that it does crease, so it does need to be set, but that's like the truth with any like under eye concealer. You're always going to want to set it because the skin underneath your eyes has lines in it that are so fine and noticeable, and that area does crease really easily. But the concealer itself, so nice, so much coverage, love it. Okay, and the next thing is another thing that I got in a monthly subscription a couple months ago, I think, but I've been loving it for some reason, like, so much, and it's the Marsk eyeshadow. And I'll put the color down below, but it's this really nice loose shadow that's brown, and it has a bunch of like A-B reflexes in it, and so if you put it over a white base, that all that reflex really comes through, and it's such a pretty color. It's one of the things you can do like a whole look with, like white base on the eye, like put it over that, and then like buff it into the crease, and it would be like a nice brown, and it's just the perfect thing. It was one of the only eyeshadows I took with me overseas for my trip to Australia. Okay, and the next thing is also something I got in a monthly subscription, and I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did until I started using it because of how big the tip was, and it's the Fat Eyeliner. And the tip is really big. It looks like a marker, like a straight up marker, but it actually has the ability to create small, like, fine lines. It just depends on the angle you have, and I feel like that makes the application easy. And also it has great pigmentation, like the black is so black, and I really think that that's cool. The only thing about it is it does smudge quite easily, and sometimes if I wear it all day I'll find like tracks like back here, but I've been wearing it like on its own mostly because I've been wearing like minimal makeup, and I really like how it looks and how it performs. And the next thing is something I also got in a monthly subscription box. I feel like all these things are things I got in a monthly subscription box, but it's the OCC Lip Tar, and I know like these have been around for a while, but the color that I got, it was like in winter, and it was such a perfect like deep red color for the winter, and I was loving it. And it's crazy because even the sample, like, you only need the littlest amount, and it's like perfect. So yeah, I really like that. And the other thing is an actual hair product, and it's really hard for me to tame all this hair, and for so long I just kind of like didn't pay attention to my hair or anything, but I've gotten a couple good products in my subscription boxes that have helped me with that, and one of them is this leave-in conditioner for the shower, and it really helps me brush my hair through. I think it's like Curel or Murel or something, just like leave-in conditioner, and you put it in, and then I put conditioner in and then brush it through, and it's just helped detangle, like de-knot. Like, I can't brush my hair in the shower without using it. And then another like little spray I got in a subscription box helps when I brush it out of the shower and it's still damp, and it really helps to detangle and help me comb through my hair, which can get really, really knotty. Like, if I go 2 days without brushing it, it's like a rat's nest. I could have dreadlocks in a week, like, no joke. So yeah, so those were my favorites for the month. Now I want to talk about the fails a little bit. And so the first thing I'm going to talk about is that cream lip from NYX that I mentioned before. I got a bright pink color, which isn't really me, first of all, but it is good for spring. So when it gets a little bit warmer, I'm gonna like try to play with it because I do like the color, even though I don't really like the formula, which like never dries. And the only thing I have to compare it to is the Jeffree liquid lipsticks, and so maybe I have like a high standard, but it doesn't stay in place, like it never fully dries, and I just feel like it transfers really easy. Like, it's not a kissable lip like the Jeffree is. And I just was disappointed. Like, I don't know how much I really expected, but I was just disappointed with the formula. I am going to try to work with it a little bit more, in the spring months, like when it gets kind of warm, because I think that color is in for spring, and it does add something to, like, I could see myself like wearing it with my glasses and a bun, and like a bright pink lip would be cute. So I'm gonna try to work with it, but you do have to be careful when wearing them, and maybe I'm just used to the simplicity and the luxury of having Jeffree on my lips. Okay. Okay, so the first one, sorry, my wheel is gonna block a little bit. The first product, I only have a couple more to talk about, I think, is this. Thank you. So I bought this like panda eye brightener thing, and it's like a white stick, cutest packaging. Like, I love the packaging of this brand so much, which is probably like why I bought it, low-key, to be honest. But you're supposed to put under your concealer, and it like makes your concealer bright, but the formula is really chalky. It doesn't really like blend well on the eye, and it also, which is the randomest like thing, but it broke me out like here and in my like eye socket area. Like, it broke me out like little bumps, and I've never broken out there before. Like, I feel like that's the weirdest place to break out. It didn't really do anything for my concealer, except just make it chalky underneath, which is disappointing. Like, I really want to like it because it's adorable. And I like want to use it, you know? This next thing is actually from an Asian brand too. Love the packaging, like love the packaging, so cute. But it's like this cream blush, and actually the image on the packaging is what I love. The actual packaging itself is what I don't like about it, because it has like a sponge applicator at the top, and you have to squeeze the tube for the product to come out the sponge, and then you like put it on. But first of all, having a sponge like that is so unsanitary, because you have to use it every time. That's so unsanitary. Like, don't like that about it. And also, like, I don't know if mine is just faulty or something, but sometimes like the product doesn't come through, and then I'm just like, well, like, am I using anything? Like, I'm confused. Like, I feel like it wastes a lot of product. It's unsanitary. I'm just gonna drive home, and I'll talk to you guys later. So it is like quarter way through April, or a third of the way through April, and it is snowy as frick today, and I'm like scared because climate change is real.